Hello, my dear Scorpio. Suneli here from the Cosmic Serenity, wishing you all a wonderful month of March. I'm so excited, blessed, and delighted to be here with you all, sharing the message that our ancestors, spirit guides, and angels have in store for you all. I really hope that this message resonates with you all. Remember, this is a general tarot card reading, so it can reflect career, love, or both. So let's get started and see what message and the overall theme for the month of March for you, my dear Scorpios, will be. Let's take a look. Let's take a look, my dear Scorpios. This is your reading, general tarot card reading for the month of March. All right, first card. We have the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so my dear Scorpios, you are thinking of making money moves. You are being very cautious with your spending. You are deciding to take the time to set a goal, whether this is kind of revising all of your financial expenditures for all of the previous year or for this upcoming year, seeing where you can cut expenses, where you can save money, and you're being a little bit much more cautious and careful, but definitely money is in your mind. So we'll get a little bit more as the cards are drawn, a little bit more clarification as to what exactly is going on. But I do feel that you are kind of overseeing your expenses for the month as well as for the year, and you're being a lot more cautious. I'm not sure if you have a project in mind or a reason why you're saving money towards, or perhaps you're going through a little bit of a financial hiccup. But we'll take a look and see what's going on. But definitely money is on your mind, my dear Scorpios. Let's take a look and see what is going on exactly. And you have the Three of Wands. So you are definitely taking the initiative and making adjustments. So there is a lot more of this fire energy, but you're being much more intentional, much more cautious. You're scrutinizing everything. Perhaps your expenses for your family, seeing where you can cut costs, or also for your business. Maybe you're being a lot more strategic on how you're spending your money this year and when it comes to budgeting for your business. But definitely there is a decision that needs to be made when it comes to money. So let's take a look and see exactly what angels and spirit guides have in store. But definitely thinking a lot about money. And you have death. So changes need to be made. And I think that you know this. So it's not like you're in denial. You exactly know what changes need to be made. I definitely feel that you are a little bit worried about money at the moment, but hang in there. Just make sure to make the necessary adjustments and changes when it comes to overspending, or perhaps being much more cautious in and your spending habits. You have to be a lot more cautious with your, whether it's your business, with your overhead costs, or whether it's for your home on unnecessary expenses. But I definitely feel that last year was a lot about spending money, and this year you're being a lot more cautious with, perhaps you are doing your taxes now and saw just how much money you produced last year and just how much money in reality you took to your pocket, or how much money you were able to save. But definitely there is an overall theme of being much more cautious with your spending habits, and that is for you, your family, and also your business. So overall theme, being a lot more cautious. Perhaps you're taking the decision of saving, maybe looking at different avenues where you can invest money, expand your portfolio, uh, look at ways to increment your abundance, your money, your profit. So let's take a look and see what's going on, Scorpios. And we have the Queen of Swords. So yes, you're being a lot more cautious, strategic, a lot more smarter with how you're spending your money. You're also looking at saving. You're also thinking of different avenues and different ways to make money, whether this is getting a second job, working from home, or being a lot more resourceful, or thinking of a new venture. But definitely there is money on your mind. You're being a lot more savvy and strategic on how you will operate this year, and you know that changes need to be made. So I think that you guys do have a goal And I think that you are looking at ways, maybe you're consulting with your accountant, um, maybe yourself, just taking the time to look through your books, assessing changes that can be made in order to perhaps cut costs down, expenses, and be able to take more money home. I do feel that there is a sense of exhaustion. I think you guys are overworked and exhausted, and I think that you're trying to find ways of getting that financial freedom and that stability that you're looking for without having to kind of kill yourself. I think you guys have been a little bit wearing yourself thin. You're a little bit exhausted, and definitely you're thinking of ways, you're strategizing, you're thinking of ways how you can make more money and not necessarily have to kill yourself doing it, right? So, yes. So, Nine of Pentacles, again, money is on your mind, but I think that you are consulting with others or taking other people's advice, which in this case is not a bad thing, but you're taking advice from professionals or perhaps friends or people that have done it already before, but you're definitely looking at starting something new. But this new avenue is influenced by someone else. So perhaps someone gave you the idea or you saw the idea somewhere, but this is not an original idea, which is not a bad thing, but you're copy and pasting and seeing what worked for someone else and trying to do it yourself. That's not a bad thing. I definitely recommend that if you're going to take the opinion of someone or advice, well, let it be someone who actually is successful in that industry or in that arena, right? You wouldn't take advice from someone who is bankrupt and perhaps not doing financially well. But you definitely saw something that you're intrigued and that you like and that you see the potential. And I think it does have the potential, but just make sure that before you make a decision that you have all of your answers, all of your questions answered, and that you have all the details so that you can execute this new decision effortlessly and efficiently. So let's take a look. Last card for our spread. What message is in store for for Scorpio? Let's take a look. Yes, and that is Five of Pentacles. My dear Scorpio, money is definitely on your mind. I think that you guys are going through a little bit of a financial situation, but don't lose faith. Just hang in there. Just seek the advice of others that have perhaps gone through this or that are professionals in the industry so that they can best advise you. Don't lose faith. Don't get discouraged. Don't be scared. I think that you're being a little bit fearful right now, but just reduce your spending, take advice from professionals, um, and save as much as you can and cut down on unnecessary spending that is not necessary for your business, for your home, for your family and even yourself. I know Scorpios tend to like to spend a lot of money, but right now it's not the time to spend, it's the time to be cautious and to save. So let's take a look and see what the last oracle card Crystal Oracle card has in store. The overall theme for the month of March, clearly it's money. You have to be much more careful with your spending habits, cut down costs, unnecessary expenditures, and be a little bit more intentional in all of your decisions so that you're able to make the right decision for yourself, for your family, for your home, and to also be able to pass through this rough patch at the moment. So let's take a look. Final theme for Scorpio, and that is courage. So just hang in there, my dear Scorpios. This card also came out for Pisces. It could be that you guys are also dealing at the moment with a Pisces love partner, business associate. My advice for both of you, don't lose faith, right? Um, Great things are ahead of you, but right now is your time to revisit every situation, reconsider a lot of things. It's about strategizing, it's about being cautious, but taking the courage to identify these weak points and moments and learn from this experience so that it doesn't happen again. I think that you're a little bit in a tough situation. I think that you put yourself in this situation, um, but seek the advice of someone who can actually help you navigate through this situation. So it's not just about talking about your problems to everybody, but actually being intentional and finding the person the precise person that will help you to navigate through this rough patch. So, with that being said, my beautiful Scorpios, hang in there, don't lose faith, be courageous, just cut down on expenses and be cautious. Month of March is the month of being cautious with your spending. All right, sending you all of my cosmic love, peace, serenity, happiness, abundance, prosperity, and joy.